baby powder that caused cancer, and they knew, Johnson's baby powder. For decades, pure, safe, gentle. Internal Johnson & Johnson documents, our talc contains asbestos, causes cancer. Their decision? Keep selling. 22,000 women develop ovarian cancer. J&J's solution? Create a shell company. Put it in bankruptcy. Keep their billion. Welcome to the Monopoly Files, where we learned, after the Sacklers killed 500,000, another giant did the same thing, with baby powder. Today, Johnson & Johnson, the trusted brand that sold cancer. Johnson & Johnson, founded 1894. Band-Aids, baby shampoo, trusted, 1950s. Johnson's baby powder, massive success. Marketing, pure, gentle, safe for babies. 1970s, internal testing. 1971, internal memo. Talc samples contain asbestos fibers. Asbestos, known carcinogen. Executive decision? Keep selling. Don't tell anyone. Target market, women. Genital use, freshness, hygiene. 1980s, 90s. Studies link talc to ovarian cancer. J&J's response: suppress research, attack scientists who publish findings, and worse, targeted Black and Hispanic women, specifically. Internal documents show expand marketing to African American and Hispanic communities. They knew it caused cancer and marketed it harder to vulnerable communities. On the Monopoly board, they sold Community Chest. It was filled with asbestos. 1990s, 2010s. Women start getting sick. Dean Bird used baby powder for decades. Diagnosed ovarian cancer. She sues, wins, jury rules. J&J knew and hid the risk. Floodgates open. Thousands more women sue. Jacqueline Fox, Missouri, used talc for 35 years, dies of ovarian cancer. Her family awarded $72 million. More verdicts, 2017, $417 million, 2018, $4.7 billion total lawsuits, 22,000 women. Women testify, I trusted them, I used it on my babies. Now I'm dying. J&J's response, our product is safe. The science doesn't support claims. Reuters publishes expose. Internal J&J documents leaked. Executives knew about asbestos, chose not to disclose. J&J, the article is false. The documents proved they lied. On the Monopoly board, they drew your product kills. Their move? Deny everything. 2021. J&J facing massive liability, billions in verdicts, thousands of lawsuits. So they devise a plan. The Texas two-step, October 2021. J&J creates LTL Management, a shell company, all talc liabilities to LTL. 2 days later, LTL files bankruptcy. Johnson & Johnson, the parent company, untouched, keeps all profits. Victims' lawyers, this is fraud. Judge, skeptical. January 2023. Bankruptcy dismissed. Judge rules, J&J isn't in financial distress. This is an abuse of the bankruptcy system. April 2023. J&J tries again. Second bankruptcy filing, proposes $8.9 billion settlement. Victims reject it. Not enough for 22,000 women. July 2023. Dismissed again. J&J preparing third bankruptcy. They won't stop, because it's cheaper to file fake bankruptcies than pay victims. On the Monopoly board, they created their own bankruptcy space for their crimes, while staying on boardwalk narration. 2020, J&J announces discontinuing talc baby powder in North America. Reason? Declining demand. Not, it causes cancer. But in Africa, Asia, still selling. Nigeria, Kenya, India, Philippines, same product, same asbestos risk. American and Canadian lives, too valuable. African and Asian lives, apparently not. Global sales ongoing. Activists protest, stop selling poison. J&J, silent. 2023 J&J revenue, $94 billion. CEO compensation, $23 million. Cancer victims, suffering, medical bills, deaths on the Monopoly board. American lives, faux luxury tax. African lives, oh, free parking. The lesson? Corporations are immortal. You're not. Sacklers, killed 500,000, paid $6 billion. J&J gave 22,000 women cancer, offers $8.9 billion, refuses to pay when rejected. The pattern? Bankruptcy as a weapon. Create shell company, transfer liability, file bankruptcy. Parent company walks free. It's legal. It's evil. And it works. You get cancer from their product, you die. They get sued, they create a shell company. LTL management, 0 employees, 0 assets, all liabilities. Johnson & Johnson, 60,000 employees, $94 billion revenue, 0 liability. 22,000 women still fighting, many dying before seeing justice. Because on the monopoly board of corporate America, you have a lifespan. They don't. You can die waiting for justice. They can wait forever. On the monopoly board, corporations are immortal. You're not. That's the game. 2024. J&J's third bankruptcy attempt. Victims still refusing. We want accountability, not just money. But many are dying. Before seeing resolution, J&J's strategy? Wait them out. Drag it through courts, years. Victims get older, sicker, die. Eventually, there's nobody left to sue. Meanwhile, still selling talc in countries with weaker regulations. And you still buy J&J products, Band-Aids, Tylenol, Listerine. Because that $94 billion revenue comes from you. Every purchase funds their legal defense against cancer victims. That's the game. They sell poison. You buy it, they get sued. You fund their lawyers, they win. You lose. On the monopoly board, you keep rolling. They keep collecting. And the game never ends. Johnson & Johnson sold cancer in a bottle. New since 1971. 22,000 women sick. Their solution? Fake bankruptcy, keep billions, and still selling. In Africa, Asia. Because your life has a price, theirs doesn't. Next, Glencore. Founded by Mark Rich, American fugitive. Pardoned by Bill Clinton. 2022. Pleads guilty. Corruption in 7 countries. Fine, $1.5 billion, biggest corruption fine ever. Paid dictators for mine access. DRC cobalt, child labor. Your iPhone battery comes from them. Financed both sides of civil wars. To keep cobalt prices low, they corrupted 7 countries. Violated UN sanctions, armed warlords, and Tesla, Apple, Samsung. Buy their cobalt, because nobody cares where your battery comes from. This was the Monopoly Files. J&J sold cancer to babies. Glencore sold wars for batteries. And both still in business. Subscribe.